Sometimes Valentine's Day celebrations are small and quiet. A couple may exchange thoughtful gifts, share an intimate dinner, or simply spend uninterrupted time together away from the spotlight. Other times, however, the celebration feels far larger than a simple holiday tradition. It becomes something symbolic, an event that sends a message, whether intentional or not. This is especially true when the people involved are public figures whose lives are constantly observed, analyzed, and discussed. The recent Valentine's display involving Claressa Shields and Papoose clearly fell into that second category. It was not modest or hidden. It was grand, carefully arranged, and impossible to ignore. Roses filled the room from wall to wall. Candles created a soft golden glow, and every visible detail appeared thoughtfully prepared. The setting looked less like a casual romantic evening, and more like a cinematic production. Something designed not only to celebrate love, but also to communicate unity, strength, and confidence. Even without spoken words, the visual message felt deliberate. At first glance, many people focused on the beauty of the setup. Social media users commented on the decorations, the lighting, and the overall romantic atmosphere. Photos and short video clips circulated quickly online, with countless viewers describing the scene as movie-like or fairy tale-worthy. The aesthetic alone was enough to spark admiration, yet the deeper conversation was never really about flowers or candles. Instead, questions began to surface about the timing. Why make such a powerful public statement now? What did this grand gesture signify? And what does it reveal about the current state of their relationship? To understand why so many people are reading into the celebration, it helps to recognize how public relationships function. When two private individuals celebrate Valentine's Day, their moment usually remains personal. But when two high-profile figures do the same, every image becomes part of a broader narrative. A single photograph can create headlines. A brief clip can ignite debates. Even subtle body language can become a topic of online discussion. In celebrity culture, symbolism often overshadows intention. This particular celebration seemed to communicate stability. It projected the image of a couple standing firmly together despite public attention, rumors, or outside opinions. In today's media landscape, visual storytelling carries immense power. Audiences may forget a lengthy interview, but they rarely forget striking images. A warm embrace, a relaxed smile, or a shared laugh can influence how millions interpret a relationship. Often, pictures speak louder than carefully crafted statements. During the celebration, Claressa appeared calm, expressive, and fully present. Her posture looked relaxed, and her facial expressions suggested genuine happiness. She did not seem guarded or distant. Instead, she leaned into the experience with openness and emotional ease. That visible comfort is significant, especially for an athlete known primarily for intensity and competitive fire. When someone recognized for toughness publicly displays softness and vulnerability, it reshapes public perception. It humanizes them. Papoose, on the other hand, projected a steady and composed presence. His demeanor did not feel exaggerated or overly performative. Rather than dominating the moment, he appeared balanced and grounded. His calm energy complemented Claressa's expressive warmth. In many strong partnerships, this dynamic naturally develops. One partner radiates outward emotion while the other provides quiet stability. When those energies align, the relationship often appears harmonious and secure. Timing adds another compelling layer to the narrative. Claressa is preparing for another major fight, and athletes approaching high-stakes competitions typically enter intense training phases. Their routines become strict, their focus sharp, and their environments disciplined. Fighters are often portrayed as serious and isolated during these periods. Yet this Valentine's moment offered a contrasting image: warmth, relaxation, and visible emotional connection. Importantly, emotional warmth does not equal distraction. In fact, psychological research frequently suggests the opposite. Athletes who feel emotionally supported often perform with greater confidence and clarity. Stability outside the ring can create mental freedom inside it. When personal life feels secure, cognitive energy can be directed fully toward preparation and performance. Emotional balance reduces stress, enhances decision-making, and strengthens resilience under pressure. From that perspective, the celebration may quietly signal readiness rather than vulnerability. Public perception in sports extends beyond physical conditioning. Fans and commentators analyze mental composure just as intensely. If an athlete appears unsettled, speculation about distraction quickly follows. Conversely, when they appear calm and supported, the narrative shifts toward preparedness and strength. This Valentine's display subtly reinforced the image of a fighter who feels grounded. Public relationships exist under constant scrutiny. Every shared image becomes material for interpretation. Some couples choose to remain private to minimize speculation. Others share visible moments of unity, understanding that public reassurance can quiet rumors. Displays of affection may not only reflect genuine emotion, but also shape the broader narrative surrounding the partnership. That does not mean grand gestures are artificial. Large romantic displays can be entirely sincere. However, in the public eye, they often serve multiple purposes simultaneously. They express love, communicate stability, and influence perception. A lavish Valentine's celebration can be both a heartfelt evening and a symbolic affirmation of commitment. Another dimension to consider is Claressa's stage of life and career. She is not only managing a high-profile relationship, but also continuing to build a historic legacy in professional boxing. Each fight adds another chapter to her career. Balancing personal fulfillment with relentless ambition is challenging. Boxing demands aggression, discipline, and laser focus. Relationships demand patience, vulnerability, and emotional openness. Successfully maintaining both identities requires maturity and control. Observers have noted that her public tone in recent months feels calmer and more centered. She speaks about partnership, growth, and mutual respect. Comments about deserving one another and building something lasting suggest a mindset oriented toward stability rather than temporary excitement. When these sentiments align with a highly visible Valentine's celebration, the message appears cohesive. This relationship matters to her. Still, a thoughtful question remains. Does such a bold display indicate a relationship that is already secure, or one that has grown stronger through challenges? Sometimes couples share joy simply because they feel it. Other times, public affirmation becomes a way to reinforce unity during periods of pressure. Both realities can coexist. Love and awareness of perception are not mutually exclusive. Athletes live under extraordinary pressure. Performance influences reputation, financial opportunity, and long-term legacy. Emotional turbulence can impact focus. Stability, therefore, becomes invaluable. Seeing Claressa appear relaxed and supported suggests a balanced environment, something fans often interpret as a positive sign before major competition. Public displays of affection can also reshape public image. When someone is frequently associated with intensity or controversy, visible tenderness can recalibrate perception. Support from a partner conveys grounding. It communicates that behind the competitive persona exists emotional steadiness. Body language during the celebration further supported that interpretation. When individuals feel uncertain, they often display tension, stiff posture, forced smiles, limited eye contact. When they feel secure, their expressions soften and their movements flow naturally. In the Valentine's footage, Claressa's ease seemed authentic. She smiled freely, leaned comfortably, and appeared emotionally present. However, high-visibility celebrations carry inherent risks. When love is displayed so prominently, any future change becomes equally visible. If circumstances shift, the contrast between past romance and new developments can fuel speculation. Couples who choose such public displays often do so because they feel confident in the present moment. Public reaction to the celebration has been mixed, as is common with high-profile relationships. Some viewers see pure romance, a couple enjoying a meaningful holiday together. Others interpret strategic timing before an important fight. Both perspectives can coexist. Genuine happiness and narrative awareness are not opposites. What remains undeniable is that the celebration captured attention because it intersected with a significant moment in Claressa's career. Major competitions amplify every surrounding detail. When the public is already watching closely, even a holiday dinner can take on amplified meaning. Looking ahead, performance will ultimately shape the narrative. If Claressa enters the ring focused and victorious, many will interpret this period as one of emotional balance and strength. If challenges arise, speculation about distraction may reappear. Public narratives shift quickly depending on outcomes. For now, the Valentine's celebration stands as a snapshot, a moment of visible affection, partnership, and unity. Whether it becomes remembered as a turning point, or simply a beautiful evening, will unfold over time. Relationships, like careers, move through seasons. Some seasons are quiet, others are illuminated by intense public attention. In a broader sense, this moment illustrates how modern celebrity relationships operate. Romance is no longer entirely private. It exists within a framework of public storytelling. Shared images become narrative chapters. Supporters see love. Critics may see strategy. Observers analyze symbolism and timing. All interpretations merge into the ongoing public story. Ultimately, the Valentine's celebration involving Claressa Shields and Papoose conveyed a clear emotional tone: togetherness, calmness, and shared happiness. Whether viewed as pure romance, strategic messaging, or a blend of both depends on individual perspective. Yet the warmth displayed felt sincere and grounded. As Claressa approaches her next major fight, attention will naturally shift back to athletic performance. Still, moments like this remind audiences that athletes are multidimensional. They are not only competitors but also individuals navigating relationships, expectations, and growth under constant visibility. Balancing those worlds requires strength beyond physical power. Whether this Valentine's evening becomes remembered as a defining chapter, or simply a striking image in time, it demonstrates something enduring. When love, timing, and public attention intersect, even a single holiday celebration can evolve into a story far larger than candles and roses. Long after the flowers fade, the image remains: two individuals standing side by side, presenting unity in a world that never stops watching.